Good day everyone, this is Charmar TV for another video, and today pag-uusapan naman natin kung paano tayo mag-arrange ng rational numbers sa number line. So simulan na natin. Okay, so dito sa video na ito ay pag-uusapan naman natin kung paano tayo mag-arrange ng rational numbers in ascending or descending order. So, unahin po natin yung set of rational numbers kung saan parehas silang fractions and parehas silang decimals para makapaghanda tayo. Ano po? So, for example, we have a set of fractions here. And kung mapapansin natin ay pare-parehas yung denominator. So we have 3 over 15, 8 over 15, 1 and 1 over 15, and 5 over 15. No? So i-arrange natin yung numbers in ascending order. So of course, kung parehas yung mga denominators, ang titignan mo na lang is yung numerators ng fraction. Ano po? So dahil ascending siya, pag sinabing ascending, increasing order, no? Increasing order. Yung opposite ng ascending ay descending. Yan, which means decreasing. Okay? Sa pag-arrange ng numbers in increasing order or ascending order, mauuna muna yung pinakamaliit na number. So, alin dito ang pinakamaliit na number? 3 over 15. Ano po? So, 3 over 15. And then, sumunod naman is 5 over 15. Ayan. And then, sumunod naman is 8 over 15. Okay. And then, finally, we have the mixed number 1 and 1 over 15. So, this is the only number in this set which is greater than 1. Kasi meron tayong whole number part na 1. Ano po? So, 1 and 1 over 15. Bale, yan ang last na isusulat natin. So, 1 and 1 over 15. That's how we are going to arrange similar fractions. So, kung descending naman, mauuna syempre yung pinakamalaki. So, we have 1 and 1 over 15. Then, followed by 8 over 15, 5 over 15, and 3 over 15. These are the fractions arranged in ascending order. And para naman dito, these are the set of fractions arranged in descending order. Okay? So pag sinabi ascending, increasing or pataas. Pag sinabing descending, decreasing or pababa. Okay? So ayan po yung tamang arrangement. Okay? Next, number 2. We have the set of decimals containing these numbers: 0.13, 1.15, 0.7, 0.585, and 1. So, kapag ganito guys, ano po, lahat sila decimal. So, all we have to do is to line up all decimal points. Yan, lahat ng decimal points. Okay? So, isulat natin yung 0.13. Bali, isulat natin yung lahat ng decimals vertically, ano po. So, vertically listed. So, we have 1.15. Dapat naka-line up yung decimal point. So, we have 1.15. And then, followed by 0.7. So, ipantay mo yung decimal point dito. So, that we have 0.7. And then, 0.585. So, we have 0.585. And then for this one, this is a whole number 1. Okay? So, kapag wala kang nakikitang decimal point, ibig sabihin, ang decimal point ay laging nandito. Okay? Sa pinakadulo ng ones digit. Ano po? So, isulat natin yung 1 dito. Okay? And then, ilagay natin lahat ng zeros. No? So that magiging pantay na lahat yung number of decimal places sa lahat ng numbers. Okay? And then now, we can now compare these decimals as if you are comparing whole numbers. Ano po? Na walang decimal points. Okay? Doon mo malalaman kung alin sa kanila ay pinakamaliit. Okay? And the smallest one is 0.1. Originally, this is 0.13. At yun ang unang number na isusulat natin kasi we're arranging in ascending order. Okay, so that we have 0.13. Ayan. Followed by, okay, so anong sunod sa 0.13? Bale, we have 0.585. So, we have this one. And then, ito yung susunod. Ano po? So, we have 0.585. Okay? Ayan po. Next naman po, we have 0.700. Or, originally, we have 0.7. Ito po yun. Ano po? So, isulat natin yung original number na 0.7. Sumunod naman, after 0.700, we have 1.000. Originally, 1 siya. Okay? So, isulat natin yung 1. And then, the largest one is 1.150. Originally, we have 1.15. Okay? And there you have it. Ito na po yung arrangement of numbers in ascending order. Now, kung descending order naman ng ang instruction, bali uunahin mo yung pinakamalaki. So, we have 1.15 followed by 1, followed by 0.7, 0.585, and then finally, we have 0.13. Okay, so these are the numbers arranged in descending order. Okay? Okay, so paano naman kaya kapag yung fractions at saka decimal nagsama? Katulad nito, 1.1, 1 and 3 over 10, 1.7, 1 and 1/2, and 1.2. So, paano natin sila ma-arrange in ascending order? Actually, there are two ways to do this, no? Para ma-arrange natin yung rational numbers in increasing number. So, to start with solution number 1, which is to convert all numbers to decimal. Okay? So, lahat ng numbers ay naka-convert na sa decimal. So, ibig sabihin, lahat ng naka-fractions like 1 and 3 over 10 and 1 and 1/2 sa example, dapat naka-convert na yan sa decimal. Okay? So, to start with 1 and 3 over 10, so we have this. Of course, isulat po natin yung whole number part which is 1. And then maglalagay tayo ng decimal point. And then i-convert natin yung 3 over 10 sa decimal. Ano po? So, dahil ang denominator ay isa siyang power of 10, which is 10, kukunin natin yung numerator na 3. And then, yung decimal point ay nandito. So, isa lang yung 0 na nandito, diba? So, mag-move tayo ng 1 place to the left. So, that magiging 0.3 siya. Eh, meron na tayong 1. So, ang isusulat na lang natin is yung 3 after the decimal point. So, yung 1 and 3 over 10 magiging 1.3 na siya. Okay? And then, para naman sa mixed number na 1 and 1/2, since yung denominator ay hindi siya power of 10, bali, you just divide the numerator by the denominator. Okay? So, we have 1 divided by 2. Maglagay tayo ng decimal point sa sagot. Tsaka sa dividend. Ano po? And then, maglagay tayo ng 0. So, that magiging 10 na siya. Okay? And then, 10 divided by 2, magiging 5. And then, 5 times 2, 10. 10 minus 10 is 0. So, yung decimal equivalent ng 1/2 ay 0.5. And dahil meron siyang 1 as the whole number part, isulat muna natin yung 1 followed by this part. So, 0.5. Okay? So, 1 and 1/2 is equal to 1.5. So, ang magiging set of numbers na ay 1.1. Ito 1 and 3 over 10 magiging 1.3 na. And then, 1.7. Tapos yung 1 and 1/2 naging 1.5 na. And then, 1.2. Okay? So, from there, madali nating ma-arrange in ascending order dahil lahat sila ay naka-decimal form na. So, again, i-line up natin lahat ng decimal points. We have 1.1, 1.3, 1.7, 1.5, and 1.2. So, mauuna muna yung 1.1 followed by 1.2 and then followed by 1.3. But remember po, yung 1.3 galing siya sa 1 and 3 over 10. So, isusulat natin yung original form niya. Bali, 1 and 3 over 10. Tapos, 1.5. Galing siya sa 1 and 1 half. So, isusulat natin yung original form, which is this one. So, 1 and 1 half. And then, the last one is 1.7. And that's it. Ito na po yung numbers in ascending order. Okay? Ngayon, kung sinasabi naman ay descending, you have to start with the largest number, which is 1.7. Okay? And then, reverse the order of these numbers. Okay? So, ayan po yung sagot. Another solution po is to convert all numbers to fractions. So, ibig sabihin, lahat ng decimal, no, ay dapat naka-convert na sa fraction, ano po. So, in this case, we have 1.1, 1.7, and 1.2 to be converted to mixed number. Kasi meron na tayong whole number part na 1, ano po. So, we have 1.1, 1.7, and 1.2. And since lahat sila ay may whole number part na 1, bali isusulat natin yung 1 as the whole number part of the mixed number. So, ang poproblemahin na lang natin is yung decimal parts nila, which is we want to convert this to fraction. Okay? So, to start with 0.1, which is bahagi nito, no? Ko-convert natin sa fraction. So, isulat natin yung 1, and then ang magiging denominator nun ay 10, which is 1 followed by 1, 0. Because there is only one decimal place here. Kaya 1 and then isang 0 ang isusulat natin. Ano po? So, 1 over 10. Another one is, we have 0.7, which is bahagi ng 1.7. Diba? So, we have 7 over 10 kapag kinonvert natin sa fraction. And then, we have 1.2. Yung bahagi nun ay i-convert natin sa fraction, which is 0.2. So, pag kinonvert, magiging 2 over 10. Okay? So, ilagay na natin lahat ng fractions dito. So, we have 1 over 10. For this one, we have 7 over 10. And then, for this one, 2 over 10. Ayan na siya. Okay? So, 1.1 is 1 and 1 over 10. 1.7 is 1 and 7 over 10. And 1.2 is 1 and 2 over 10. Okay? So, lahat sila, no, itong tatlo ay naka-convert na sa fractions whose denominator is 10. Ito ang denominator ay 10, 'di ba? So lahat except this one. 1 and 1 half. So we have another problem kasi ang denominator ay 2. So kailangan dapat isulat natin equivalent fraction whose denominator is 10. Ano po? So 1 and then we have this 1. So dapat 10 yung denominator niya. And then para naman sa numerator, so ang gagawin mo lang ay ganito. 10 divided by 2, yung 10 i-divide mo sa 2, magiging 5, and then yung 5 ita-times mo sa 1, magiging 5. Okay? So, meron na tayong 1 and 5 over 10. Ngayon, kung isusulat natin lahat to sa fractions, magiging ganito na siya. So, from 1.1, we have 1 and 1 over 10. And then, copy this 1. Ayan. And then, 1.7, copy mo lang to. 1 and 7 over 10. Tapos itong 1 and 1 half, kanina lang yon, we have 1 and 5 over 10. And then finally, we have 1.2. Magiging ano na siya, 1 and 2 over 10. Okay? Ayan po. And then, since pares na yung denominators at yung whole number parts ay lahat 1, ang i-compare na lang natin is yung numerators nila. So, anong number ngayon ang uumpisahan natin? So, we have 1 and 1 over 10. Pero galing siya sa 1.1, so isulat natin yung original form niya. So, 1.1 followed by this 1 and 2 over 10. Galing siya sa 1 over 2, so isulat natin to. Yan, 1.2. And then we have 1 and 3 over 10. Walang nagbago, ano po? So, 1 and 3 over 10. Tapos, 1 and 5 over 10, galing siya sa 1 and 1 half. Okay? So 1 and 1 half. And then finally, we have 1 and 7 over 10. Galing siya sa 1.7. Okay? So this is the arrangement of fractions in ascending order na kagaya nung sa nauna. Okay? So it's up to you kung lahat ko-convert mo sa fractions or decimals as long as tama ang pagkaka-arrange mo ng numbers. And of course, isusulat mo lahat ng numbers in original form. Okay? So, yan po. Okay, so dito sa part na ito is maglo-locate or magpa-plot tayo ng numbers sa number line. Okay, so ito po yung number line by the way. And then, dito natin hahanapin yung bawat number na nasa set na ito. Okay. So, ang gagawin natin dito is maglalagay tayo ng points na nagre-represent sa bawat number. Okay. To start with, 1.2. So, alam natin na yung number 1.2 ay nasa gitna ng 1 and 2. So, nandito yung 1.2. Pero, nasaan banda yung 1.2? Asa yung exact location niya? So, makikita natin sa bawat consecutive numbers ng number line, 0, 1, 1, 2, at saka 2, 3, hinati ito into 5 parts. So, bawat isa sa kanila ay nagre-represent sa 1/5 ng distance mula sa 0 papunta sa 1. So, this is 1 over 5, 2 over 5, 3 over 5, 4 over 5. Okay? Ayan po. And then, kung i-convert natin sa decimal, yung 1 over 5, no? Pag divide natin yung 1 sa 5, magiging 0.2 na siya. So, you may verify this for yourself. Ano po? Okay? So, bawat isa sa kanila ay may increment na 0.2. So, this is 0.2, 0.4, 0.6, 0.8, and then 1. And then followed by 1.2, 1.4, etc. Okay? So, let's begin plotting the points on the number line. To start with, 1.2. So, kagaya nga ng sinabi ko, nasa gitna siya ng 1 and 2. And bawat marka ay may difference na 0.2. So, this is 1. And then after 1, we have the first mark which is 1.2. So, dito natin ilalagay yung unang point which is, ito po yung 1.2. Okay? Ayan po. Next naman is 1 and 1/2. So, makikita natin sa fractional na 1/2, nasa gitna siya na 1 and 2, which is halfway. Okay? So, sa gitna ng 1 at saka 2 ay nandito yung point na yon. Okay? Which is, ito po yung 1/2. So, nandito po siya. Okay? Kaya naman, maglalagay tayo ng point and then i-label natin as 1 and 1/2. Okay? So, ayan po yung midway between 1 and 2. Next is 0.7. So, it is between 0 and 1. Tama? Bale, asang banda si 0.7? Ngayon, kung bibilangin natin mula sa 0, so this is 0.2, 0.4, 0.6, at saka 0.8. So, this is 0.6, this is 0.8, at yung number na 0.7 ay nasa gitna ng dalawang ito. So, it should be right here. Okay, and then i-label natin as 0.7. Ayan. Next naman is 2 and 2 over 5. So, it is between 2 and 3. Okay, and kung makikita natin, yung denominator ng fraction ay 5. So, nakahati na yung tong part na to sa 5 parts. Again, sa bawat marka, nagre-represent sa fraction na 1 over 5. Okay, so this is 1 over 5, 2 over 5. So, nandito dapat yung number or mixed number na 2 and 2 over 5. Okay? Ayan po. Followed by this one, we have 9 over 5. So, this is in improper fraction. So, we have to convert this fraction into mixed number. So, isulat muna natin yung 9 and 5 and then i-divide natin. Ano po? 9 divided by 5 should be equal to 1 and 4 over 5. So, you may verify this for yourself na kapag kinonvert natin yung 9 over 5, magiging 1 and 4 over 5 siya. So, this is the mixed number between 1 and 2. Okay? Kasi yung whole number part niya ay 1. And then, meron tayong fraction part na 4 over 5. So, this is 1 over 5, 2 over 5, 3 over 5, and 4 over 5. Nandito po siya. Okay? Ayan po. isulat natin yung original na fraction, ano po, which is 9/5. Okay? Ayan po. And then finally, we have 2 here. So, directly nandito siya, ano po. So, yeah. Okay? Ayan po. And then, let us recall the answer para matapos natin ito. So, to start with, 0.7, nandito siya. 1.2, nandito siya. 1 and 1/2, nandito. 9/5, then 2, and then finally 2 and 2/5, which is the largest among them. Okay, so ganyan po ang pag-plot ng numbers sa number line. Okay, so let's move on to the last one. We have 1/2, 0.7, 1 and 2/3, 1 and 5/7, 11/10, 0.45, and 9/10. So, hanapin natin lahat ng numbers na nasa number line. So, kung mapapansin natin, from 0 to 1, nakahati siya into 10 parts, as well as 1 at saka 2, nakahati din in 10 parts. So, ibig sabihin, bawat isa sa kanila ay tigwa 1/10 ang step nila. So, this one, ang ibig sabihin nun ay 0.1 or 1/10. At ito naman, 0.2 or 2/10. Ito naman, 0.3 or 3/10, and so on. Okay? So, to start with, the fraction 1/2. So, kung hindi ka sigurado kung saan yung 1/2, you just divide 1 by 2. At kapag dinivide mo sa 1 and 2, which is, i-convert mo to sa decimal, magiging 0.5 na siya. So, you may verify this for yourself, no? Na 1 divided by 2 is equal to 0.5. Okay? So, asaan po yung 0.5 sa number line? Malamang nasa gitna ng 0 at saka 1, di ba? So, asaan ba yung eksaktong location yung 0.5? So, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, nandito siya. Okay? And, kung mapapansin natin, 1/2 is exactly halfway between 0 and 1. Kaya, indeed, nandito siya. Okay? And, isulat natin yung fraction na 1/2. Okay? So, this is 1/2. Okay? Ayan po. And then we have the decimal number na 0.7. So, ang 0.7, nasa gitna siya ng 0 at saka 1. So, bibilangin natin 7 marks from 0. So, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, yeah, this is 0.7. Okay? Yan po. And then we have 1 and 2/3. No? So, dahil fraction siya, i-convert muna natin sa decimal by dividing 2 and 3. So, una, kopyahin mo yung whole number part na 1, and then, itong 2/3, convert mo siya sa decimal. And, you will get 0.666 ... Yan. And so, tuloy-tuloy yan forever, no? Puro 6 yan yung, yung decimal places. Yeah. Okay, so what we have to do is hanapin natin itong number sa number line. Okay, at nasa pagitan siya ng 1.6 and 1.7. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ito 1.6 at ito naman ay 1.7. Ano po? And itong 1.666 man na yan, no, nasa gitna ng dalawang ito. So, it should be right here. Okay? And then, isulat natin yung original fraction na 1 and 2/3. Next naman is 1 and 5/7. So, again, i-convert natin ito sa decimal by just dividing 5 by 7. So, we have 1 point. Kapag dinivide mo yung 5 at saka 7, magiging 7, 1, 4, etc. Okay? So, kapag dinivide mo siya, magiging ganito yung result. Okay? 1.714 in decimal form. Okay? So, asan banda yung 1.714? So, yung 1.714 ay nasa pagitan ng 1.7 and 1.8. So, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is 1.7 and this is 1.8. No? So, nandito po siya sa gitna nila. Okay? And then, saka natin isulat yung mixed number na 1 and 5/7. Okay? Ayan po. Next naman is 11/10. No? Asan banda si 11/10? I-convert muna natin sa decimal. So, magiging 1.1 siya. Okay? So, again, you may verify this for yourself. So, this is exactly 1.1. So, nandito po siya. Okay? So, this is 11 over 10. Next naman is 0.5. Nakadecimal siya. So, saan banda yon? Nasa pagitan ng 0.4 at 0.5. So, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. No? This is 0.4, 0.5. Bale, yung 0.45 ay nasa gitna. No? In fact, no? Nasa midway between 0.4 and 0.5. Yeah. This is 0.45. And then last one, we have 9 over 10. So, asan banda si 9 over 10? So, this is 1. And then, mag-move ka ng 1 step to the left, we have 0.9 or 9 over 10. So, nandito dapat yung point na yon. Okay? So, 9 over 10. Okay, so i-review natin yung answer. We have 0.45 and then 1 half, this one, 0.7, followed by 9 over 10. We have 11 over 10, 1 and 2/3, and then finally, we have 1 and 5 over 7. Okay? So, yeah. So, ganyan po ang pag-plot ng numbers sa number line. And sana po ay nakatulong sa inyo ito. And that's all for today about the topic, which is arranging rational numbers, and I hope you have learned something. Do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more videos and follow me also on my TikTok account. Stay safe, God bless, and as always, have a great day to all.